Now I'm going to show you how to install the new stuff Romeo and Juliet using a new Hygger product, the heater, and actually sponge filters. So let's see what happens first. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to power off the heater itself because I want it to explode. I'm going to take off the lid. I'm going to put that to the side. Now I'm going to remove the old heater. Now this is an old heater I've used for a while. I'm actually going to remove that here. So I put this to the side, and actually done. Now, what I'm going to do is take the new Hygger heater. I'm going to unravel everything so it's nice and neatly packaged. So I'm going to unravel the heater, and then I'll place it inside the tank itself to make sure everything's going well. So let me go ahead and do that real quickly. That's the side. I keep my plug shorter because it's shorter distance. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to submerge the heater inside the tank to about right here so I actually can see it, suction against the wall itself. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to power on the heater. And as I said earlier, there's a dial there. So it's at 74. Now with Discus fish, I got set a little higher. So actually, one click of the button, two clicks of the button, I'm going to set mine at 86 degrees. So that's going to be the current temperature of the tank. But I like to keep my heat a little bit lower so I can actually see it. Right now it's saying it's at 76. It's going to take a minute to kind of warm to the current temperature of the tank. Now, this is where it comes in. I got the sponge filter here. So I'm going to pop these off to the side. And actually remove this because this is where the media goes. And the media is already pre-washed, which is actually here, so I washed off. I'm going to grab this and start filling them up. Okay? So, put it in here. Now obviously I want to drop these into the tank. And I'm going to start filling up one by one. And I'm going to fill it to about right here. So right here is where you actually should fill it up to. Now once it's filled, I'll pop this back on. Pop this one off. Actually pop it back on. Now I'm going to move to the second one. So same thing. I'm going to put all the media inside. Always make sure you always wash your filtration media comes in because it's always a little sandy and dusty. Fill that up. Alright, so gave a little extra media, still some left. Fill that up and pop this on. Pop this on. Okay, now if you notice, usually this is a fresh sponge filter, so that one's been sitting here for a while. I have not done any water changes because I don't want to disturb the actual chemistry in the tank itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide this over so I can get to it. I'm actually going to put this directly in the middle. You got to squeeze the sponge a little bit so it takes on some weight. So I'm going to actually put it right here. Because what I'm going to do next, I'm going to grab my old sponge, get a sponge filter, I'll put that there, and this is where the air inlet goes in. And yes, it's going to look a little dusty right now, but voila, they got a tank upgrade. Brand new sponge filter from Hygger, brand new heater, so I can make sure their health is always maintained. I want them to lay eggs and continue to breed. But we're done. And that's Hygger.